Hi, this is Steve. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review. In this video, I continued to build the Agora models Jaguar 1961 Etype. Now, I am on pack 3. This box arrived the other day. It's very heavy. It tells me it has a lot of parts inside of it. So, if you haven't done so already, head over to Agora Models and subscribe to this car today. Do it today because it's brand new and it's a pretty exciting build. That way you can build along with me. Now, I'm very impressed with this kit so far because when we did pack 1, that was the engine here, and the engine is very detailed and I'm very impressed with it. It's very nice. What I'm impressed about pack 3 though is the hood, or what the British call the bonnet, and this is beautiful. Look how big it is. This is just wow. I'm very impressed with that. So without further ado, let's get started on pack 3, which includes stages 16 through 23. And here's what we completed in pack 1, which was the engine, and very detailed there. Pack 1 was a lot of fun to build with this. We also received the steering wheel with that. And here's pack 2. We completed both passenger and driver door. Remember that these windows do roll up and down, and it makes it very nice, very cool there. And we completed one of the seats, and we did get a tire. So this pack contains what they call subframe parts, and of course the bonnet with the badges, and I'll show you the bonnet and badges here in a little bit, but these are all the subframe parts, and these are stages 16 through 22. And then we have the bonnet itself, and that's stage 23. Let's look at these parts individually and then we'll begin. Now remember, these are all subframe parts, so this is pack 16. Here's pack 17. Here's pack 18. Here's pack 19. Pack 20. Pack 21, pack 22, and the final pack, pack 23. Of course, this is the hood, or the bonnet, the distinctive Jaguar hood. That's where I fell in love with this car as a child, because of the look of this car and the very long nose that's on it. So I'll go ahead and take these parts out and we'll get a closer look. And here's a close-up of the part for pack 16, and this is the right-hand side inner member, and this is made of metal, very nicely painted. Just to let you know, if you're new to my channel, I basically lubricate all the screw holes with Vaseline. It makes the screws go in easier. I won't be referencing that as I go along in this build. Just know that every time I put a screw in to these metal parts, I did pre-lubricate those off camera. So let's look at stage 17. And here's a close-up of stage 17 parts. We received the right upper wishbone, and that's very nice there. Of course, made of metal. The right lower wishbone, the right suspension upright, and 3 AMO 3 screws. And remember, they always give you a spare, so make sure you put that spare away in case you need it later on. So the first step for stage 17 is we install this arm here, and it simply goes into this hole right here on the end and slides in there, no problem there. And what we do is we install this end bracket here on that, and make sure your bracket is situated just like that, where the piece that sticks up is going to be on the left side here, and we'll just slide that in to hold everything in place just like that. And you can see how that looks there. And next we put the other arm in, and that goes on the other side here, and that simply slides in the same way as the other bracket, and we'll put it in on the end there. Move this bracket up out of the way a little bit and slide that down in place just like that. Okay. Two AM03 screws go into this. And went in very nicely. I did pre-lubricate the holes. And that's how that looks there. Remember, that's your subframe. Looks good. We are complete with stage 17. Now let's look at stage 18. And here's a close-up of stage 18's part. This is the left-hand side member, and just like stage 16, this is metal the same way. We'll need the parts from stage 19 to assemble this. So let's look at stage 19. Here's a close-up of stage 19 parts. We received the left lower wishbone, the left upper wishbone, and the left suspension upright, along with the AM03 screws. And just as I did before, we're going to insert these wishbones here on the end, and this one right here goes on the right side here, just like that. And we'll put the other one on the left-hand side, just like that. And then we'll insert our retaining bracket, just like that and that. And of course that's going to go down on that. AM03 screws go into this. And that's how that looks there. Looks great. That completes that. And so far we've completed 2 subframes, and they look great, I think. And here's a close-up of stage 20 parts. We received the front crossmember, and you can see it's very nice there, very well detailed, made of metal of course. And the screws we received are AM03s and AM15s. Now we're going to assemble the front crossmember with the left-hand side member, and that simply slides in from the bottom, just like that. And you want to make sure that your holes here are visible from the outside, and we're going to put a AM15 screw into this. That's good there. And we'll do the same on the other side. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And it simply just slides in, just like that. And an AM15 screw goes into that. And that's how that looks there. Looks great. And next need to put two AM03 screws here on the bottom, right here. And that looks good there. Now let's go to stage 21. Here's the parts for stage 21. We received the right hand upper brace, and that's made of metal. That's very nice there. And the right hand diagonal brace. Now this part is made of plastic, so be careful with that, it could be fragile. And then we received AM03 screws. Now we install these diagonal braces, and this simply just goes down like that. We turn it over, and we'll line up the hole. On the bottom there. AM03 screw goes into this. It's good there. Then we take this brace here, and it goes into this hole right there, and we put another screw on the end there, good there, and that's how that looks there. We'll do the same on the other side. And here's a close-up of the parts for stage 22. Once again, we received the left-hand upper brace and the left-hand diagonal brace. The upper brace is metal, the small diagonal one is plastic, and AM03 screws. And for stage 22, we did the same as we did for 21. We're going to fit this down on top of the front crossmember and turn it over, and we're going to line up the hole on the bottom and put an AM03 screw into this. And I'll line up the crossmember brace like I did before. It's going to go right into that hole there and down on top of the diagonal crossmember there on top. And that is on there. That looks good there. And that's all we do in stage 22. Looks very nice. So this would be the very beginning of our chassis and suspension components. as you can tell. Let's go to stage 23. And here's a close-up of stage 23, which is the final stage for pack 3. And this is the hood, and it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the shine on that. Wow, I'm very impressed with it. Louvers and everything on top there. Here's the underside. Very impressive. And we also received left-hand hubcap here, which is a knockoff. The Motif bar and the Jaguar Growler badge, along with AGO1 screws. I'll give you a close-up of these 3 items here on the left. I'll be right back. And here's the close-up. Beautiful, aren't they? Very nice. So we don't do anything with the knockoff. We'll put that aside, but we're going to put the Motif installed here. Now, the Motif actually has a keyway. It has a notch on one side of it, and it kind of goes off to the side. So we'll line that up in there, just like that. And we're going to put in a AGO1 screw. And the AGO1 screw is very small, as you can see. Be careful you don't over tighten it. And that's tight there. And that's how that looks. Very nice there. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. And that's all we do for pack 3. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I appreciate every one of you who subscribes to my channel. Also hit the bell for all upcoming notifications for my video uploads. Head over to agoramodels.com and subscribe to this today. That way you can build along with me, and we'll have a lot of fun doing it. Anyway, happy modeling everybody, and take care.